Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin and today we are getting ready and going on vacation. How are you? Have you done any summer vacations this summer? I would love to know. I am pre-filming and getting ready to go on vacation, so I want to do a what's in my bag. I do these occasionally when I travel just to show you kind of what type of makeup am I packing on vacation, whether it be for I've done work conferences in the past or international travel versus today's is the Smoky Mountains. So I'm going to show you what I'm packing, kind of my thoughts behind it, how to pack if you're trying to, travel and what things maybe travel best makeup wise compared to maybe your bigger or more fragile makeup items that you want to keep home so that they're safe and not crumbled in transition. So in transit. If that sounds good to you, keep on watching. Before we get too far into the video, if you haven't already, I would love it if you consider subscribing. I upload new videos twice a week. It is totally free to subscribe and I would love to have you back again on the channel for all things makeup. All right, let's go ahead and get into a bare face and packing the makeup bag. All right, so the hair is up because it is hot. It is currently 90, but feels like 95 where I am, and I'm feeling it. So the hair's up. We'll put it down at the end to have a little cute moment, but for now, let's get into it. So I am fitting everything in two bags. I've got the Eyeliner bags, and this is their medium middle bag, and then I also have their bag that's meant for brushes here. So those are the two I like to travel with. They have a bigger one and they also have a smaller one, but for a week trip like this for me, that's what's good. So first of all, I'm going in with primer. Now I'm going someplace that it's also going to be hot, Tennessee, and there's going to be hiking and a lot of outdoor activities. I may not wear makeup at all, honestly, for some of that stuff, but it's still going to be a hot climate, right? So I am going kind of light, I think, with the makeup for this trip. I'm still going to take makeup and wear it. I actually have a couple collab posts and things happening while I'm gone that I'm not pre-doing, so I'll be doing some looks while on vacation. But I am not taking like a real foundation. I'm just taking the Tarte Maracuja Tinted Hydrator. It's an unopened mini, and I've been saving it for travel just because it is a mini and it's nice to take those smaller products when you're traveling for size purposes to fit everything in. So I am taking the e.l.f. Cookies and Dreams just because this is already more of a hydrating thing. I don't really need a hydrating primer with that. So I'm going to take more of a pore fine line filling primer, and we hit pan in this primer organically without trying. This isn't even on a project or in any list. I just like this one that much. So that was exciting to have hit pan there. And this will last me a week, I'm sure, this little thing here, especially since I'm not necessarily going to wear makeup every day. Like if I know we're going to a pool all day, I'm not gonna wear makeup that day. I love this product. I've gone through 2 or 3 minis like this and a full size. Mine's in shade 10N Fair Neutral. And I don't even think I'm gonna take a foundation brush, you guys, because with this formula, it just works really well to spread it out with my finger. It's not a lot of coverage, it's light coverage, but it's enough to basically even out my skin tone and get rid of any rosacea or redness that I have. So I think this paired with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer to like smooth everything out ahead of time is just going to be a really nice match. I don't think I'm going to take any concealer either, really. It's a family vacation, we're not going, it's not like my honeymoon when I packed when we were going to like a 4-star restaurant and kind of some fancy places celebrating, it's kind of more of a low-key thing. So I'm not too worried about it, I don't think. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. I am, of course, packing the NYX Tame & Frame Tinted Brow Pomade. Simply for this one because I want to use it up. I'm wondering if this is a week's worth. I'm not sure. So just in case, I am packing a sharpener for lip liner, eyeliner, whatever. In this case, brow pencil. In this case, CoverGirl Brow and Eye Makers. This is the only other brow product I could find in my collection. After that, I've already got an eyeshadow pulled that I think works well to fill in my brow shade. So I'm going to use this up first. If this gets used up, then I'll go to the pencil. But even on pool days, I do like to do my brows because I feel like even if there's no makeup on the face or the eyes, if you're just wearing like sunscreen and sunglasses, it's nice to have that structured brow and some brow gel. Maybe that's just me. So again, I'm going to go ahead and do brows, and then the gel is the Urban Decay Slick Day Brow. This is the only brow gel I have in my collection, so of course I'll be taking that. And then we'll be back for the next product. Brows are done. I'm also throwing in tweezers because sometimes you just get a little stray brow you need to pluck, and like I said, I like them to be structured. For bronzer, I debated because this is big and I like to do more mini things when I travel. But I'm not going on a plane, I'm driving, so I'm not as worried about this breaking as I might normally be. This is the Jaclyn Cosmetics Pressed Bronzer in shade Skinny Dip, if you're new to my channel. I've been trying to pan this for a long time, it feels like a long time. And I've been pretty consistent with using it, but I think I'm gonna pack it anyway, just because maybe this will be the week, you know? Maybe if I take it on vacation, this will be the week that I finally hit pan. And if not, I guess it's still a week of use I'm getting in. You know, silver lining, maybe either way. But this is just like a really nice subtle bronzy color on me. For blush, I kind of like to do blush differently depending on what my eyeshadow look is. So I'm going to pack the Ace Beaute Blush in Paradise palette here just because it's going to give me a variety of colors to choose from. And this one is the kind of orangey second shade here. This is not like a product I'm trying to pan or anything. I don't think it's available from Ace Beaute anymore, but I like it. And it does the job. It's not huge, like it's wide, but it's pretty slim. It'll fit in the bottom nicely, and I think it's going to give me the versatility that I want, the choices I want for blush colors. You guys care at all what brushes I'm taking so far? I've got Morphe brushes. I really don't buy them anymore, but I just have some from the past. Rephr, Laura Lee Los Angeles. Those are probably my most used brushes at this point right now. All right, we're putting in eye primer. This one is from Colourpop. It is the Party Proof eye primer. This one, I fear she's getting low because I'm having to squeeze the tube to get any to come out onto the applicator. So I think it'll be enough for a week's worth, but she doesn't have too much longer to leave, I fear. To live is what I'm trying to say. And then I'm going to take 2 eyeshadow palettes, which I know sounds a bit like egregious for, you know, I just said, will I use my makeup every day, even on this trip? I don't know. But I'm only taking 2 because I've got 2 Instagram posts, like different collaboration type things going on while I'm gone, that I'm creating looks while I'm gone. So I'm going to pack the Odin's Eye Little Ghost palette. I use the Trick or Treat palette a lot lately because of my Deck of Panning series. I'll leave that linked if you haven't seen it. And I ended up liking it a lot more than I did when I initially bought the palette. And I have an upcoming Instagram collab that this one kind of goes with the theme of the collab. So I'm going to take that one to not only do the collab, but maybe get a little more use out of it. And maybe I'll like it just like the other one, the companion one that was released at the same time. And then I'm also going to take this one. Who remembers this? This is the Urban Decay Stone Vibes palette. I'm going to be careful tipping mine because I don't know if this already happened or if this was just recent, but this one, Vibes, they're probably just dried out because this is older, but Vibes has cracked and I don't want it to fall out. But there's also another Instagram post I'm doing later in the week with this one. So I'm going to use this one today, the Urban Decay. just because I do not really remember the formula that much, and even if I did, it's quite older, so I don't know if it'll perform how I remember it performing. This one was super exciting when it first came out. I think I have a video, I'll leave it linked for me, because this one was sent to me. Now, not through Urban Decay, you know, I don't get PR really from brands, but through Influencer, and it was such a big deal to me that I was getting sent this palette, and I got to make content like before it was officially released, which is such a blessing if you're a creator that can get that. And it's how I met a lot of people on YouTube, on Instagram. Deb from Vinyl Beauty, notably, I remember her being like, oh hey, I usually buy all the releases, but I'm not with this one. So she had like sent some of her subscribers over to watch my video, being like, hey guys, I'm not buying this or making this, but you know, there's this other person that has a good video that I recommend. And that meant a lot to me at the time, and well, still, it means a lot to me. Very grateful for that, and we've had some collabs since then, and kind of an online friendship, so good memories with this palette. Here's what I don't remember, if it needs glitter glue or not. I'm gonna go ahead and do it and pack it. I've got the Ulta Beauty glitter glue here just because I can't remember for sure. If it ends up I don't need it, that's fine. I'd rather have it and not need it than wish I had packed it. But this is looking kind of dry and pan. I don't really remember it being like that, but like I said, it's like an older palette age-wise at this point, that it might just need a little help to perform the way it once would have on its own. I'm going to go in with shade Vibes, just because that's the shade that's broken, and see if I can maybe smush it down a little bit with my brush here as I'm using it so it's not so fragile. Vibes is just kind of like a purpley shade with some like white marbled. It is really cool how these shades have like marbling throughout it. I think they were some of the first to do that kind of like white silver speckled look of a shadow, which is neat. Alright, something like that. I'm just keeping it light today. I was able to smush it down in there pretty well, but I'm still not going to mess too much with the integrity of it, because I don't want it to fall out. I do have a deeper matte if I wanted it deeper. Like I said, I just chose to leave it a little lighter or use it as a shadow liner. Or I also have the other eyeshadow palette, the Odin's Eye one that I'm taking. If I want to mix and match a little bit, that could be fun too. I did feel like I had to build up the shimmer a bit, so I'm glad I've got the glitter primer in there if I need it. But I think I still need some kind of a liner. Like, I think I'm just going to take a black liner. In case it's like this, then I just want it a little deeper. This is the Ciate London Wonder Wand Gel Kohl Liner. And I like this because it's got a little brush, an angled brush. It's really, really nice on the edge of it. So, oh, I must have sharpened this recently. So I'm just going to run a little bit of this against the lash line. And then I'll use the brush just to kind of like blend it and smudge it out a little bit. So there's what it looks like, just kind of messy, you know, to start with, just laying it down. And then you take this brush and run it over top of it, and it really like fills in any gaps you missed, smooths it out. You even have a little playtime if you want to do like what I'm doing here and just kind of like pull it a little bit, either to smoke it out or to make it more of a winged effect. Like that wing got away from me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of a big wing, but you don't have to go that overboard. We now have a much smokier, different looking eye than we did a moment ago, which is fine. I'm not mad at it. I'm just gonna have to remember that if I don't want it to be that intense on vacation. Oh yeah, that's a big wing. Who knew this is where the look was going? Okay, so I think for mascara, I'm just going to take one. I'm going to take the Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Volume Lift and Curl Mascara with my lash curler. I'm trying to use this mascara up. It's not my favorite, but it'll do. I have not yet taken out the stopper. I feel like I'm getting pretty close to where I'm gonna have to take out the stopper, but that's again why I have the tweezers, either for stray brow hairs, or I find they help to get the stopper out of products if you're really trying to get your money's worth and use every last drop of the product. So hopefully by the time I get back, I at least have the stopper out of it and we're closer to it being finished. Alright, I should have done setting spray before mascara, but I honestly forgot about it. But I'm going to take this little one here. This is probably my third or fourth one of these Wet n Wild Photo Focus. It says it's Prep Set and Refresh. I like to just use it as setting spray, even though it calls it primer water. So do with that information what you will. This one's the cucumber one. This is a new one. The mister's so fine. My only complaint, Wet n Wild, is make a bigger one. I go through this so fast. But in this instance, it's nice that it's small because it's going to fit well in our travel bag. I'm pretty glowy as it is with that tinted hydrator, so I don't think I'm going to pack a highlighter, you guys. Actually, is that like crazy? I don't know. I feel like I could use one of the shades of eyeshadow that I would use for a lighter lid shade or an inner corner or whatever if I really want some pop, you know, a little cheek highlight action. I'm going to take just one of these melt pencils. I'm going to take the one in Foxy I've been trying to finish. And I might not want lip liner every day, but I'm going to take a few lip options just depending on the eye look and the occasion. I am going to take from Essence the Dewy Lip Shine in shade Scarab Wings. This is one of my favorites. They don't make it anymore, but it smells really good. It looks really good. I just want to use it before it turns and it goes bad since I'm enjoying it. It's like a berry purple base with a blue sparkly reflect in it. I've got it over halfway gone, so we'll take that. That one's nice on its own even without lip liner. And then I'm going to take this one since I'm trying to finish it up. The stopper's already out. It's from Ulta Beauty. It's their matte metallic liquid lipstick. And I think this looks going to end up looking a little Valentine's looking unintentionally with this being red. And yeah, guys, here is the final look here. Yeah, I think this'll do it. This'll do it. This will be fine for a week's worth of makeup, something like this. Hopefully you like the look because you're going to be seeing it in the next few videos because I'm like pre-foaming right now before I leave so that you guys still have content while I'm gone. But what do you think? What do you pack when you go on vacation? Do you pack kind of minimally like I did? Like, this is it for the brushes. I'm almost like, wait, is that it? Because I feel like I use more than that normally, but we went kind of minimal for this trip. And then here is the other bag. And not only am I a little more minimal so that it'll fit, but also, like I mentioned, I'm hoping by being repetitive and having, you know, limited products, I'm using them over and over, that when I do my next check-in, my low-buy check-in, you're going to see one of those while I'm gone, but it won't include, you know, anything I've used up on this trip. I'm hoping maybe there will be a few more things that I've used up because I've taken just limited things on this trip. So fingers crossed. And thanks so much if you made it to the end of this video. I hope to see you again on the next one. Bye!